Is Yotta the best bank in 2022? I'm actually thinking about making it my main checking account. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the benefits where I think Yotta really stands out compared to its competitors, but there are a couple of drawbacks that could be deal breakers depending on what's important to you. If you're interested in signing up for Yotta, I'll put my referral link down below in the description where you can sign up and get 100 free tickets in their weekly drawing. If you've watched some of my recent videos, you know that I've been using Sofi Money as my main bank account for almost 3 years now. And I also did a recent review of Chime, one of the most popular online banks. I would say Sofi Money and Chime are probably the two most popular online banks right now. And I've been using Yotta as my savings account. You may have seen the review video I did a month or two ago on Yotta as a savings account, where I was earning 0.95% interest, which is quite a bit higher than all the other top savings accounts that I reviewed in a video a couple months ago. So earning 0.95% on your savings is phenomenal. And I realized that I could also get a debit card and essentially transfer my savings account or convert my savings account into a checking account, and had all the same features as far as the interest I was earning and the prizes I could win. So that gets me into the first benefit and the main reason why I like Yotta so much, which is the interest you can earn. Or I guess to be more clear about it, it's the interest you earn and the prizes you win. Because the fixed savings rate is only 0.2%, which is lower than SoFi Money's 0.25%. But the prize linked savings accounts or prize linked checking account is where it really stands out, because for every $25 you have deposited on the platform, you get one ticket in the weekly drawing. So you get 52 of those tickets throughout the year for your $25 deposit. And here's everything you could win, from 10 cents all the way up to several $1,000,000 or a Tesla. So far with my Yotta account, I've had 8,729 tickets and I've earned $38.45. So on a per ticket basis, essentially I've earned 0.44 cents or $0.0044 per ticket. So what happens is you would get 52 tickets throughout the year if you had $25 deposited. So if you multiply the one ticket for 1 week by 52 weeks, you essentially get 22.91 cents. So 22.91 cents on $25 deposited for an entire year. What rate of return is that? It's 0.92%. So now just the prize rate, I'm getting almost a percent. And then if you add the 0.2% for the savings, that gives me 1.12%, which is way higher than obviously any other savings account and higher than most checking accounts, which are essentially zero. Even SoFi Money, probably the best rate of return, best savings rate you can get for a checking account is 0.25%. So I'm earning over a percent with Yotta versus 0.25% or zero. So that's the first way that Yotta just blows the competition out of the water. Another thing that's important for me is to be able to save for individual goals separately. So your emergency fund, saving for a vacation, a down payment on a home, maybe a course you want to take, whatever it is, to be able to save for things separately as opposed to just having a checking account and a savings account, and all of those things are just thrown in the same savings account, or you have to open savings accounts at a bunch of different banks. So with Yotta, essentially you can click on the little bank icon, and right here you see the buckets, click on new. And so if I want to save for a vacation, I want to save $900, and I can set a target date. So if I want to, I can set a target date or just create the bucket. And then what I can do is set up a transfer. So what I want to do from my core account to my vacation account, I want to add $25 and transfer. Or you can set up automated transfer. So once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month, you add, say, $25 to your vacation fund. So you can know that, hey, I saved the $900, I can go on vacation now. So that's one important benefit for me, is to be able to save for things separately. If you want to learn how to save for individual goals, definitely check out our Sinking Funds video that I'll link to right here. Now, the next benefits I want to talk about are things that you would expect for any online bank, and I want to show you that you can do it within the Yotta app on your phone. So the first thing would be depositing checks. So I click on the settings and then click on transfers, and you can see here mobile check deposit. So enter the amount, take pictures, you're good to go. The next thing is bill pay and mail a check. So I just realized with Chime, when I did the review last week, is that you can use kind of the bill pay and they'll mail a check for you. Yotta has the same feature. So you can add a new payee, a person or a business. So you can see it wants their name, address, zip code, and then you're going to add a specific payment, and they're going to send the payment for you. Now let's talk about the debit card. First of all, you can withdraw funds from over 55,000 ATMs without any fees, and there's no foreign transaction fees. So if you're traveling and want to take out funds or use your debit card to pay for something, you're not going to pay any foreign transaction fees. Then in normal Yotta fashion, they have to make everything fun, and the debit card is no different. There's two features that stand out. The first of which is for every $10 you spend, you get an extra ticket in the following week's drawing. So think about this. If you spend $100, you would get 4 less tickets, because let's say you have $1,000 and now you only have $900. When the next week comes around, how many tickets you'd get 4 tickets less. But the fact, if you use your debit card, for every $10 you spend, you get an extra ticket. You'd actually get 10 extra tickets in the following week's drawing because you made $100 of purchases with your debit card. So getting the extra tickets boosts your return, obviously, for the weekly drawing. The second stand-up feature with our debit card are called lucky swipes. So that's where you use your debit card, make a purchase, and Yotta pays for it. So the odds for getting your purchase paid for varies quite a bit depending on your account and depending on where you're purchasing from. So just general purchases, if you have no direct deposit, is 1 in 500 chances. If you have direct deposit, it's 1 in 250. If you've had a referral in the last 30 days, then it's 1 in 100 on all purchases. And then they have certain categories or certain businesses where you can have better odds. So some companies, you might even have odds of 1 in 5. So that's a 20% chance that your entire purchase is paid for. So let me show you what it looks like within the app. So if you click on the card icon in the bottom middle and then click on the debit card, so you see the lucky swipe, so 1 in 500, 1 in 250, 1 in 100, which is what I have right now. You can click on see your odds. So here are the normal odds for everyone. For January, they're giving 1 in 100, and dining is 1 in 100 odds as well. And then you can see I haven't had any purchases paid for yet. We'll check out the lucky deals in a second. Scrolling down further, you can see from my purchases, I've purchased, I think, around $63 with this card. And so that's where the 6.3 tickets come from. And then the meal tickets. So this is essentially where they'll round up your purchase to the nearest dollar and donate that amount to Feeding America. I'll turn it on right now, although I don't really use a debit card all that often. And then going back, you can see, well, I can show card numbers, balance top off, card settings, find ATMs, card benefits. So I think I covered some of these in previous video. I should be getting a metal card soon, given the fact that I have over 10 referrals. Okay, so now let's go to the lucky deals. So if you go to everywhere, you see there's a bunch of businesses that are 1 in 100 odds. But then if you go to online, then it's going to show you the best ones. So you see Sunbasket is 1 in 5. The next is 1 in 8. And just scrolling through here, there's a bunch that are 1 in 16, 1 in 22, and so on. So if there's a specific purchase, some of these actually have decent returns. I don't know if I would use this for just general purchases. And as always, we have an analysis prepared to show you the expected return by using your debit card. So as you can see here, this is the average earnings per ticket. So this is the section where we talk about how much you're earning or the expected earning by getting 10% of your spending back in tickets for the next week's drawing. So in this example, we spend $100. This is the average earnings per ticket. So we spend $100, 10% is 10 tickets. So this amount times 10 is about 4.5 cents on $100 of spending. This doesn't really add up that much. Sure, we could maybe win a Tesla or millions of dollars, but chances are it's going to be just a few cents. Then here are the odds for lucky swipes. So if it's 1 in 500, so essentially I say the average transaction for all the stuff below is $20. And then depending on the odds, we make that many transactions and we get one of them free. So 500 transactions is $10,000. $20 free is 0.2%. Then if you have direct deposit set up, it's 1 in 250. So you have $20 times 250 is $5,000. 1 free is 0.4%. And then you can see down here, I'm basically adding this 0.04% to each one of them. Then for restaurants right now, or anything that has 1 in 100 odds, or if you have a referral for that month, so $20, spend 100 transactions, $2,000, 1 free is 1%. So in this one, you're at 1.04. Obviously, if you've seen my videos on 2% cashback credit cards, 2% is greater than 1%. But hey, it's kind of fun if you have your purchase paid for. Then the lucky swipes that I showed you just a second ago, you could see some were low. The odds were 1 in 5, 1 in 6, etc. I just put here the average is, say, 1 in 20. So if you made 20 purchases, $20, That's $400. One of those for free is a 5% return. So that ends up being 5.04%. If you have something in this ballpark, hey, why not give it a shot and see if you get your purchase paid for? With the ones over here, I would just say take the 2% cash back with a 2% cash back credit card, or if it's in a category and you have a credit card where you can get higher cash back, the return is probably higher using something else, but it makes using your debit card fun. Now let's talk about some of the features that Yotta is missing. The first of which, you can't access your Yotta account from your computer. You can only access it from here. So if that's important for you, if you want to be able to open up your account on your computer, then at least right now, Yotta's not for you. The second thing that's missing is the ability to deposit cash into your account. For me, it's not really important. I don't hardly use cash for anything, but if you end up receiving cash and want to deposit it into your account, you can't do it with Yotta currently. If you saw my Chime review video, you'll see that you can deposit cash for free if you go to Walgreens. With Sofi Money, you're charged $4.95 to deposit cash, but there's currently not the feature to deposit cash for Yotta currently. The next missing feature is the ability to send and receive wires. So if that's something you find yourself doing frequently, then Yotta isn't the best account for you right now. The next thing is missing from Yotta is the ability to have all of your financial products under one roof. So for example, with Sofi, you have Sofi Money, Sofi Invest, you have mortgages, student loans, credit card, personal loans, insurance. You can talk to a career or a financial advisor. Most major banks have tons of different financial products. Yotta isn't there yet. So you have the checking savings account. Looks like they're launching a credit card. I think they have a credit builder tool, but they're kind of lacking in terms of the breadth of products. But one thing that I think that is great that I recently discovered with Yotta is the fact that they publish their roadmap. So you can see what products and features they're going to be launching next. So here's what it looks like. You can see what is live right now. So prize link savings, their crypto bucket. So that's something we'll talk about in a future video. But that's essentially where you have your deposit in USDC, a stablecoin, instead of being FDIC insured in a bank account where you get a ticket for every $10 versus for every $25. The debit card, instant deposits, lucky deals, paycheck perks, buckets. You can pull your play. We haven't talked about that. You can pull your tickets with friends. So that's the features that are already live. Early access, credit builder, I think I just mentioned a second ago, tax refund unlock, in progress credit card, live Yotta Ball reveals, and then metal debit and credit cards. The next up, so you can see as soon as the in progress is done, they'll be working on the web app. So if you want to be able to access your account from a computer, that is coming soon. Peer-to-peer payment, merchant deals for lucky swipes, an investment platform, a marketplace to get deals, buy and sell crypto, student loan refinancing, instant scratch tickets, multiple linked accounts. So one of the things, you can have one linked bank account right now versus multiple, and transaction search function. So I didn't mention that. I haven't had enough transactions on here where I've had to search for it, but it's something they're going to be adding in terms of the functionality very, very soon. And then the other thing is, if you want to submit an idea, you can do that here. So I could come up with my own idea and submit it to Yotta. So you can see some of the ideas that people have submitted that they would potentially take under consideration. So that's my take on Yotta. What do you think? Could it be the best bank in 2022? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you want to see all the other banks we reviewed in our search for the best bank in 2022, check out the playlist right here. Hope to see you in those and future videos. Bye.